let's go like this, let's go like this.
Hey YouTube, 80s Halo here. Basically what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be showing you a brand new game that's going to be coming out, still in beta right now. It's called SuperSenso. Very awesome. I'm going to be giving you just an introduction in this video. We're going to go a little bit more in detail with a couple more videos that'll be coming out. This one though, just going to be giving a brief overview. So SuperSenso is a turn-based strategy game where it's kind of like Fire Emblem or Pokémon, or it's kind of like chess, where once you learn how the pieces move or the different things that you can do with the Sensos or the units, it's kind of like a chess match to see who can destroy the other person's headquarters or HQ first. So that's basically, in a nutshell, what you're trying to do is destroy the other person's HQ. But we're going to go through each and everything that we see on here first. So first we'll go through the Sensos. These are kind of like a king or a queen. Like these are your, your main big boss pieces, where each one of them has a special ability. They're a little tankier, they have a little more health, they're a lot stronger, and each one of them can do something separate. So this is the Archmage. We're gonna go in detail with other videos. This, we're just gonna go through each individual one, just kind of give you a touch on how the game works and everything like that. Also, don't forget to check all the links in the description, because there's going to be a lot of obviously stuff on Reddit and some reviews and videos and things to get you more into SuperSenso. We're going to do a couple matches here too, but if you want to get into the beta, obviously reach out to me, reach out to SuperSenso. I can help get you into the beta as well. I am working with the developers, and we can help obviously make it an even more amazing game by giving them feedback while it's still in beta. So this is the Archmage. Basically, this guy's special ability is when he does an attack, it'll warp an enemy to you or closer to him, and then you can use all the other units to kind of destroy that thing that he brings to him. The Paladin, his major or special ability is that when he gets attacked, he deals bonus counter damage, which you can see all these, if you read at the bottom, it deals bonus counter damage. So you can basically see each one of them, what they do. The Reaper's my personal favorite, which action resets on kill. So every time the Reaper gets a kill, he can do it up to 3 times, where he can keep moving from kill to kill to kill other units and move throughout the board that way, which is really helpful, and I'll show you kind of how I move around with the Reaper. Lastly, we do have the Rhino, which obviously very tanky, and he has a knockback, so he's really strong. So when he hits you, whatever unit he hits is going to get knocked back, a little bit from being attacked. So that's basic. There are going to be other Sensos, obviously. We'll go into those as they get released, but we'll go through a couple of the units. Obviously, in this build, we're just going to be using the ground units, which are these: the Soldier, Sniper, Heavy, and Boomer. And then we'll also be using some of the vehicles also, so the Scout, Mortar Striker, and Tank. And I'll show you basically how some of them work as we do the playthrough with the actual training, and then we'll do a live battle. But the soldiers, let's see if they give actually. Yep. Okay. So they're basically infantry. They basically go up. They can shoot a little bit. Not very strong. A little squishy. These guys are just the units. The snipers. They have a little bit more range. They're very strong, but also very squishy as far as how much health they have. The heavies are a little weaker, but they have more, more health. So they're not really strong on the attack, but they are very strong on the defense. And then for the boomers, those guys are long ranges and they shoot rockets at their targets. So they're also obviously going to be a little squishier, also, just like the sniper. When it comes to the scout has a long range. It can transport other units. So all these little guys in here can get into the scout and move around also throughout the map. And then the mortar can do area of effect, as you can see down here, which means when you target with the mortar, which I'll show you this when we go through the playthrough, when you target, it'll actually attack all 4 squares in a T, basically across all of them, from wherever your target is. The strikers, obviously at distance, and can strike with some missiles, as you can see on the back here. Very strong, very awesome, probably my favorite vehicle. And then the tank, which is a tank. Very, very heavy, has a lot of health, and can also deal bonus damage, I think, to most of the Sensos. But it's very limited in how far it can go. So that's just touching on, you know, each Senso and all the units that we'll be dealing with. I do want to go through training just to give you kind of an overview of how the game actually is played. Because that's just, I mean, you can understand all the pieces, but you don't know how they work until you actually see them together. So we'll go through some training here. Let's see. So obviously, new to Super Senso, let me briefly show you how to play. Okay, so we're going to read through battle training right here. Alright. So, Hades Halo versus Omnicorp. I'll show you the basics of how to play. Alright. Destroy your opponent's HQ to win. Okay, so we're gonna probably, they're gonna fast forward to where the HQ is. That thing right there glowing with the red, that is the HQ. Here you can see how much health the enemy HQ has. With that bar. Attack the HQ with the soldier. So I'm gonna select the soldier. I'm gonna click on the HQ to attack, and then click again to confirm the attack. Does a little bit of damage. Obviously, it's just a unit. The vehicles do a little bit more damage, and then Sensos do a whole bunch of damage. So the HQ has a lot of health. So if there's only something a little bit more effective, okay. Destroy units to gain power and use supers. So obviously the game is called SuperSenso. So the Sensos are, you know, obviously each of the Sensos we went through earlier. But what are supers? So supers, if you see on the left side, that 2 with the lightning symbol, with the flashing, that is energy that you're building up, and you can use supers, which are special abilities that use, you know, harvested or held in your HQ, that you can use that to damage. You know, there's special ones. Some of them can warp, some of them are artillery strikes, some of them are orbital strikes, and there's a lot of stuff you can do. So let's see how the tutorial goes first, and then obviously we'll get into a real battle without the tutorial. Destroy units to gain power and use supers, okay? So let's click on the boomer, and he wants us to attack the sniper. So we're gonna show that we're gonna attack the sniper. The skull means obviously the boomer is gonna kill the sniper. You can see all the the numbers at the bottom also. He's gonna do 50 damage, and he'll have 0 left. Won't be able to retaliate. Be careful, because sometimes units, they can retaliate back. So if you hit something, it can actually hit you back. You take a little bit of damage on your own turn, so you want to limit that. So I just got some power, 40% more power from that, you know, killing that sniper. So it shows you right here, we're at 65 right now. So one more kill and you'll have enough to use this orbital laser super, which costs 3 energy. So we'll use the boomer. He wants us to attack, okay, attack the sniper. One more kill, kill it, confirm the second tap. We have 3 now, so now we can use the super. So you can either click your HQ, or you can actually click on the actual number 3, or where the actual super is. So you click on the HQ, and then the laser is the one it wants you to use for the tutorial. So you have 3 to spend on the laser. You click it twice to confirm, and it should destroy the other HQ, like so. All right. So, and then obviously we win. Congrats. You'll be a pro in no time. Obviously, after you watch all the other videos that I'll have coming out as well, you'll be a pro after you watch those. So, all the links, I'll try and link them to this video. But it's going to be in a series, so it should come right after this one. So they'll just play through. I'll go through all the different Sensos and everything like that. So that was just basically a little training on, just how each thing goes through, what the object of the game is at this point. Now, as far as the next thing that we're going to do, we're actually going to do a regular battle. So I'm going to get that set up, and then we're going to come back with a regular battle. All right, guys, we are back, and we're going to do a live match, not in training mode, just to see if we can maybe explore some other strategies that we can do without being told what to do. So we are probably going to be playing a bot for the first one, and we're only going to probably do one just as an introduction to SuperSenso. But you tap an enemy. You can also tap an enemy unit to see which tiles they can attack in the next turn. Okay, so you can tap on enemies, and it shows you where they can move, where they can attack. White squares will be where they can move. Red squares will be where they can actually attack you. So you can, gives you an idea of where to put your stuff so that you can keep your stuff out of harm's way. Yep, stay out of the red if you don't want to be dead. Okay, so we are initializing, and here we go. So we get to choose which Senso we want to bring into battle as like the special one that has the special ability. I always like the Reaper because he can reset or do 3 different attacks back to back to back. And then these supers, everybody gets these supers. You build them up with energy and ore. So the ore helps you, save up to spend on units. The energy, once you get 100%, it builds up to 1, 2, 3. Every 100% is another energy, and you can use those to use these supers, which you can either teleport away, which is the warp. The artillery strike does damage anywhere on the map for 75. And the orbital laser does 150 damage directly to the HQ, which the whole point of the game is to attack the HQ. So that's kind of useful. Maybe sometimes I would save up for that. So let's see how we go. I'm obviously going to go in with Reaper, and let's see how the first one goes. We're going against Archibot, which I think is Archmage. Alright, so my turn first. And the first thing, obviously, I wanted to show you is that you guys can zoom in, zoom out, whatever you want to do. You can look at different angles and stuff like that, get really kind of close up on the Sensos, the whole 9, which is really, really cool. I like doing it from a bird's eye view, so we're going to do it from up here. And I'm going to move my sniper over here. I'm going to move my Reaper over here. Soldier out front, and we'll take a mortar as far as it can go and end the turn. I'm not going to use my ore, just because sometimes it's good to have a lot, and then you can throw out a bunch of units on something near where the units spawn. Remember, anything that you put out, if it gets killed, they can build up energy, and the more energy they get, they can use some pretty powerful stuff against you. So, alright, so it's our turn. We've taken a little bit of damage, but we have 1 energy already, which is great. What am I going to do first? I'm going to move my Senso a little bit closer to the HQ. I am going to put this here so that so that things cannot spawn directly outside of that little building, which makes more vehicles. So I'm stopping them from, having them come out that direction. They have to go the other way around that boulder, which is a little more annoying. We'll build out the mortar over here. We'll take the sniper up top. 20 seconds left. And I'll bring a striker down over here. Why not have a little bit of backup? Save the rest of the ore, and it is your turn. Alright, Archibot, let's see how this goes. And, alright, so the Archibot moved a little bit, or the Archmage moved my striker a little bit closer, and then the Heavy went in and did a little bit of extra damage as well. That's what the Archmage can do. Now, as we're zooming in, I am going to take my mortar and do a little bit of damage to this guy over here. Don't worry, doesn't do any damage to your own units, which is nice. Then we can move the Reaper 1. He got a kill, so he has 2 more that he can move. Alright, we're going to use the Striker to take out that Heavy. We're going to use this Soldier, do a little damage. I think we'll be able to take him out. There we go. Take him out with the Reaper. And now Reaper gets a 3rd turn, which I'm going to use it on the HQ. So we will end the turn there. Oh, we can bring the Sniper a little bit closer in. So we'll bring a Sniper up here just to make things a little bit more annoying. And we'll end the turn. So we did 100 damage to them already. We do have 2 energy, which they just got 1, so they can warp if they want, but they can't do real damage yet with the supers. So they just moved a couple extra troops out. We're just going to keep on moving. So the Sniper, well, actually, let's go to the mortar. Let's go to the Soldier, actually. So Soldier, do a little bit of damage to the HQ. We are going to move in that mortar a little bit closer, do a little bit of damage to that scout over there without taking anything back. Can we hit? Nope, we can't hit anything. Nope, we can't hit. We can't hit. So we're going to leave that scout alone. And we're going to do some more damage over here to the HQ. So down to only 75. We have 2 energy. So with 2 energy, we can do 75 damage anywhere in the map with an artillery strike. So we're going to click on artillery strike, confirm it, tap right here. Obviously we see that we'll kill the HQ. tap it again, and that's GG, guys. That's end of this battle, and we won, obviously, against the bot without having anything touched on us at all. So that's how you play like a pro. We won. All right, perfect. So, guys, in a nutshell, that is basically how you play SuperSenso. There's going to be a lot more awesome things that are going to be coming in the future. This is just a basic overview on how this game is played, what the whole object of the game is, and everything like that. There is, if you get into the beta, which click all the links below because there are ways to get in, guys. It's a public beta right now. I can help still get you in. There are ways to do it. Reach out to me on the links below. But if you're in, you can actually give feedback directly to the developers. So if you click on feedback, it'll actually bring you to where you actually can give feedback to them directly, write in comments and all this other stuff. And actually, I'll bring it up. I'll actually fill it out myself with you right now and tell you how I feel about SuperSenso. Alright, so SuperSenso player feedback. How would you rate SuperSenso if you were giving an App Store review? I would say it's excellent. I've been playing SuperSenso for a little bit now, helping with the beta, so I know this game is awesome. I'm going to say it's excellent. How do you feel about the upcoming release of SuperSenso based on this beta build? I'm pretty stoked, so I'm going to say 5 for pretty stoked. How likely are you to recommend SuperSenso to a friend? I've already texted all my friends about it, and I've made videos, and gonna be making more videos, and I've been streaming about it, and hopefully got a whole bunch of people over to get started as well. And I hope these videos get a whole bunch more people involved because this game is gonna be awesome. So I will say 5. If you have any additional feedback, you can send it there. I'm gonna submit what I have already because I've been talking to them regularly. They know, I give them feedback. And my response has been recorded. So guys, that in a nutshell is basically what we're doing with SuperSenso. Turbo Studios is the developer that makes the game. Right there is Turbo. And we're just gonna load up one more thing. I just wanna show the leaderboards right now because there's somebody on the leaderboards that obviously I wanna make note of. So if you guys do end up getting into the SuperSenso realm, that you know who to target. Obviously the top #1 for the leaderboards. So let's see here. Logging in, login successful, retrieving user data, starting game, and we're in. All right, so we're gonna look at the leaderboards and see. This is my baby account here on my iPad, but on my iPhone, we've got a real account, guys. And I'm #1, so come at me, guys. All the links are going to be in the chat. I really hope you've enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. There's going to be a lot more SuperSenso. Also, don't forget to check out the links on how to get involved in the beta. You still can get in. There are ways to get involved. Just hit me up. Let me know. I will definitely help you guys out. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is in a nutshell SuperSenso. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to stay tuned because there's going to be a bunch of more SuperSenso videos going in depth with all the Sensos, all the units, and obviously a whole bunch of more strategy and things like that as we go along. All the links are going to be in the description, so don't forget to check those out as well. And stay tuned to the channel, and I will definitely see you next video. Peace.